Good afternoon, Dylan. It is Friday, April 10th, 2015. And I'm kind of glad that we just have talked about magic to the point where I don't know where else to go with it. And I'm happy that you are happy about not being the only failure on this channel. By that, I mean being the only person to fail to follow the rules and, have to be punished for it. In your video, you discussed how you like to understand where the language you use comes from. That's something that I've always tried to do to some extent, but never really researched everything because that would just be a ridiculously mind-boggling challenge. Something that I don't think I'd ever be able to do. However, language is something that I enjoy because not only can we express our ideas and have these kinds of video logs like we do, it also makes it very easy to miscommunicate, and it also makes it easy to cause some other interesting issues in life. Saying one thing meaning another, hidden meanings in messages, double entendres, all these things are possible, and sometimes they become very, very interesting. This myriad of meanings is probably why scientists spend so much time clearly defining what they mean when they are talking about something. And I don't mean scientists like the great, people who discover or harness the power of the atom or discover new stars or medicines or anything like that. I mean anybody in any science field, like philosophers and politicians. They have very clearly defined ways of saying what they want to say. Maybe not when they talk to the public, but they know exactly what they're talking about and how to utilize language, especially the politicians and anybody in a language-oriented field, such as the media. To me, those people are masters of language, even if they don't understand where all the words come from. They understand what kind of responses it creates in people, which is another form of mastery. That kind of skill is something that I enjoy looking at whenever I see a politician on TV trying to campaign for re-election, or I see commercials on TV, because I know what they're trying to do, but it doesn't stop it from actually working all the time. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I want to go buy that. Wait a minute. What? I don't need that. The influence that a language has is based solely on the people that it's directed at, the ones that use it. We don't use a lot of the terms the way that, our great-grandparents use them, or their great-grandparents use them. Language has evolved, and it's always evolving. That's why terms can go from being incredibly horrible terms, like really derogatory, and then fall out of use. And then they get picked up again later. It's just amazing how language can change so easily, yet people seem to view it as this very static, very organized, unchanging aspect. Just look at the English language. It's a combination of like a dozen elements of a dozen different languages with other stuff sprinkled in at various different points to create this sound that we communicate with in some sort of organized structure that everybody can follow. Anyway, Dylan, that's pretty much all I got time for today. I will see you on Monday. Have a good one.